Hello, my friends, and welcome back to SevTech Ages with me, Sarong, and thank you for joining me on my little adventure today. Now, today we are going to be aging up again, probably. This shouldn't be too big of a deal. But I want to start with some of the little stuff that I've done. One of which being a bed, which is made with 3 hay bales and 3 leaf blocks. And it is up here. And it looks like that. The thing with this bed, though, is unlike a normal bed, it cannot be picked up once it's placed. You just destroy it. So, kind of nice. It's good for me. Okay, no, it's really not, because I'm almost always outside or down on the bottom floor. I haven't yet finished the upstairs, so I'm never like up here to sleep on it. But if you dig your base into the side of a mountain, like some of us dwarf vampires do, that's super nice. Super nice to be able to sleep inside instead of having to go outside to do it. Another thing would be this clay barrel here, and clay barrel extensions. There we go. If we go for the unfired clay barrel, is made like so. And the extensions are made like so. And then you fire them in your kiln. I made the clay barrel extensions a while back thinking, hey, maybe I could stack them on the melter and give it more space, and no, that doesn't work. Oh, barrel standing in it. Now this would technically have a water capacity of 24 blocks, because it's 8 for the barrel and 8 per extension. It just I haven't let it rain since I hooked up my windmills. Or my windmill. Yeah, it hasn't gotten a chance to fill up. Other thing, if I want to, I can grab some rawhide. I can grab something. I don't remember. Salt. There we go. That's what it is. And I can grab 3 fluid bladders. You some salt. I was not ready for this. Salt. I made up a little basin, or a wooden basin. So that is made simply with just 5 logs and 3 sticks. And the thing's interesting. You can fill it with up to, I want to say, 3 buckets of water. Yes. And then you can put up to 4 items into it. For this recipe anyway, it would need 1 piece of salt and 3 hide, or 1 piece of resin to 3 dried hide, and that gives me 3 salted hide to 1 piece of salt. It's a little bit easier for the crafting. And it will actually come in handy a little later today. Next up, let's take a look at the pipes. These were interesting. I don't remember where I stored them. This is why I hate chests. There they are. So, let's also put away the salt and the fluid bladders, the rawhide, and some salted hide. Yeah, don't need it. These are interesting because say, okay, now I have this chest here and I want to pull items out of it. I can just place down a pipe and it will pull stuff out of that chest until the chest is empty. And not at a bad rate either. And that is the basic dung pipe, which is just 4 slabs and a plank. The better version, the sewer pipe, crafted with the regular dung pipe and 2 tin plates, is able to pull items through solid blocks. The only fault, though, is that it can only be attached sideways. The same thing for the other pipe. So, good, probably useful, less useful for me. Because I would love to, like, place it on top, like, on the bottom of a block, and, like, pull stuff, and make pull stuff from, like, down, from up there, down, so I could have it more readily accessible down here. But, what you gonna do? So, there we have those. Go ahead and shove those in there, because they're little things. That's pretty much it. Other than a hunting dimension. Now, okay. So, I decided I didn't like my windmill. So, I made it taller. I'm still not a huge fan. It's a little more blocky than I'd like, but I'll take it. I like the height a lot more. The height is a lot better. And I got that bit of the roof done, and that bit half done, as you can see. I ran out of slate. Slate is a rather rare resource, especially when you're not going caving very often. So that's just something I need to go out and gather more of. But now over here, I've been a little busy. Also, dude, I'm spoiling everything and then like teasing it and then running away from it as soon as I can. And it's up here. It's up here. It's up here. I have processed all of my hemp fibers via the now up here millstone. And I upgraded these hoppers to the Mark II. They work a lot better because it just automatically sucks everything down. And that gave me the hemp fiber to craft a vertical windmill and place it underneath the windmill. Because while that one looks pretty, this one will produce a lot more torque, a lot more manual power, and it'll be in a more readily accessible area. So this is the real workhorse. That one's kind of the show horse. Now in here is the hunting dimension. Now, oh, that was cool. I heard a cat. Anyway, so the hunting dimension is always nighttime. So you can come in here and you can hunt mobs with standard health pools to your heart's content. Now, ooh, that was a green bolt. I don't know what golem fires green bolts, but I'm okay with that. There we go. And now the hunting frame portal is simply crafted with just 8 logs and a vanilla stone sword, and that gives you 4. So you do have to craft this recipe 3 times in order to get enough blocks. Now over here, what we've got set up is a little aqueduct test, because it's the only area here in the hunting dimension where I have a pool of water on level ground, as opposed to higher up. Now, standard vanilla water flows 7 blocks. You gotta dig yourself down, and then you can dig out some more, and it'll flow some more. The aqueduct blocks, made with a variety of blocks on the bottom and 3 clay blocks on top, create what I believe is a flowing water block on top of them. Very similar to the flowing rivers that are now a thing. I'm assuming they're modded. And as long as you keep the aqueduct channel going, it will continuously make these flowing water blocks. However, you cannot take a break in between. It has to be a solid line of aqueduct blocks. Because here, you can see I took a break for 2 and then put another one, and then the water just petered out. So yeah, those are the aqueducts. Very useful for someone down on flat land. Not useful for me, someone who's like half up on a mountain. But hey, that's where I chose to make my base, and as such, I dug my base out a little bit. I dug a little bit around the river to give myself a place to plant my crops. No, that should be all of the little stuff that's... Oh. It's not in the progression log, but it is something I'm rather curious about. So I went and gathered up some Venus flytraps because I forget what I searched, but there's this... Oh, I was looking for trapdoors. And there's this Darkosto Traposto. And I'm curious about it. I'm like, it's crafted from 9 Venus flytraps. I'm just kind of curious. Like, how good is it? And thankfully, it's actually going nighttime, so we can come out here and we can hopefully find either some doot-doots or a creeper to shear, and we can kind of see how much damage it does. Now, the basic vanilla it's not a vanilla thing, it's Ferdinand's flowers. I actually already have some sheared creepers over here, so I might make them useful. Because they don't despawn, for whatever reason. They're just pure forever. Now, if I get the attention of one of my sheared creepers... I think I already have one. Yes, there we go. Thank you, good sir. It did 1 point of damage per hit. Now, that is my Darkosto Traposto. That appears... Okay. Come this away. Now come this away. No, it still only does, like, 1 point of damage. I feel like it's probably got a use besides looking like hella creepy. How about if you guys just, like, stand in it? What happens to you? Yeah, that's just half a point of damage. Or, well, 1 point of damage. No, you suck. I'm just trying to exploit your friends for their items and science. Come on. Get over yourself. Oh, there. It was going so good. Yeah, you nasty sucker. Oh, it was going so well. And then a skeleton had to come up and ruin it. I wonder if it's like looting or something? Nope. Nope, it's just something special. Just a special little flower for a special little reason that I don't know about. I was hoping it would deal like at least a point of damage, maybe? That was my hope, but... And then maybe you could make an actually decent farm out of them? Like mob grinder? But that does not appear to be the case. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a little sleep, make the monsters go away, and we can get rolling a little further. Now, the next progressional thing that's been done. There we go. We can get rid of those, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, barrels. Just a thing to little note. These are birch barrels. In my hand is an oak barrel lid. It does not go on a birch barrel. But with a birch barrel lid, it works. And you can shift right click it back off. And the lids let you break the block and it will retain its fluid, but you can also just walk up. So if you need to move it like a short distance, shift right clicking on it and then just moving it is your better bet, but you can also do that with chests. You just can't access anything else. Can't access your inventory, you can't scroll on your hotbar, you're locked to that, and you're slowed. So, other thing that's been done. Do I have cobble? I do. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and repair that. Is I have spent some more time in the mining, not the mining dimension. This is very hostile. This is one heck of a hostile mining dimension. Ooh, creepy noises. Here we go. We should just be able to fall all the way down. I came down here. I set up a little pillar. I ran out of blocks. So I could get down here easily, mine more black quartz, and get up easily, as opposed to having to follow my jank tunnels. And I also went up. And once I get to my staircase, I went up. Oh, that was... Ooh. And I found aquamarine, which we need for a later... something later today, actually. Which I believe is making a form of paper. Now, a fun little thing, if I can find one... I should have left one for testing purposes. Now, these guys also have double the health of normal mobs, so just bear that in mind when you come out here. Aquamarine, I want you. Oh, ooh, now we'll get to that in a bit. Okay, guys, we are here. We found... Okay. Blah. So, okay, guys, I found some aquamarine. Had to dig up into the ceiling. Um, and something I noticed, if you look through the crack of the aquamarine as you're mining it, you get a nice little X-ray view, which could be more and less helpful, but I mean, hey, it's something. If you need to find a cave or find your way outside in this dimension, this could be rather helpful to you. If you find aquamarine first, of course. Now, I'm going to head back, but as I do, I want to try to replicate something that terrified the living crap out of me the first time it happened. So I was here. I was minding my own business, minding some aquamarine and killing monsters, you know, like as you do as the antagonist of the story. And I stepped out into the shadows, and I had this big black hand like cover my face, and that is something that it bugs me. I might have to do it near a shadow though. I'm not very certain. Ah, there's one. Yeah, come on. Oh, a zombie villager. Are you going to have, like, 1,000,000,000 health? Yeah, there we go. That was the hand. Yeah, I think it was because of... I was in the dark next to a shadow. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Oh, that terrified the living shit out of me. Oh, I did not appreciate it at all. So if I come over here... No, ooh, yes, hiss at me. Yeah, there we go. That's fascinating. Completely and totally terrifying the first time it happened, but, yeah, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, just being around a shadow. You can even be in the light, and he tries to affect you. Yeah, and it pulls you towards him. Oh, that's interesting. That is fascinating. Now that, you know, I'm trying to go for it, and it's not, like, in the middle of fighting something. Hey, do it again. Do it again. Watch me be, like, poking a bear and fighting something that... Yeah, there we go. Ha. That's really cool. Okay. I've gotten my stuff. I will see you guys back at base. Alrighty, guys. So we're back. We're back at base doing a few little stuff and things, making up a couple slime balls. Which there are, well, a couple coagulated blood, which will act as slime balls. And I have all the others. So now we just need a bunch of sticks. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to make ourselves a water wheel, which I already had it typed in, is 8 of these wood blades. Oh, which are slabs. Those are slabs. I'm silly. I just assumed they were sticks. But I have plenty of wood over here with which to use. So we have our 8 slime balls. And we also need a copper gear. Yes? Yes. Fantastic. Now, to make one of those, we need 4 copper plates and a stone gear, which the stone gear is just a wooden gear and 4 bits of generic stone. Cobblestone works just fine. So we will then copper plate our gears. We will go up to this, and I'm missing slabs. Of course I am. There we go. And we'll make that, and we'll make that. We'll make 8 of those. We'll do that. And those things. And we'll have a water wheel. And we already jumped the gun and we had a gearbox. So we're ready to make a turning table. And to do the turning table... actually we are not quite ready to do the turning table yet. First, we need a saw, which is made like so. You need 2 copper gears, a bronze gear, a leather belt, and a flint saw blade, and a couple planks, you know, for good measure. The leather belt is simply cordage and a slime ball substitute, and the flint saw blade is a tin gear with some flaked flint. Now I actually need to make another slime ball, so I'm going to shove some rotten flesh up there. Oh no, I actually had it. Cool, but I'll need to make some more anyway. So we will need some leather cordage, of which I only have 3. That is depressing. That is very depressing. I have my work blade. I have my string. I don't need plant twine, I need actual string. And I need a piece of leather. There we go. Work blade, 1, 2, yeah, that'll do. And then this, and then that, and then that. We'll just make some, call it good. I'll make the one more just to use these strips. There we go. And we should maybe have enough. Not quite, but we can do other things. We can take some of our stone gears, our copper plates, our tin plates, and our bronze plates, and our flaked flint, for good measure. And we can start whipping those up. Now I need 2 copper plates, or 2 copper gears, 1 bronze gear, and 1 tin gear. Now this tin gear, we can then take the flaked flint, boom, and I think that one is actually for that one's probably for the turntable. And we can take our coagulated blood, take that, doot, make a leather belt. I only have 1 plank. There we go. Nope, give me the gearbox back. That's valuable. And you can have that. There we go. And that should be a saw. Now the saw, we're going to need a couple more axles. We should be able to come over here. Okay, so I'll need a gearbox for that. Place that down there. Shift right click that until that starts spinning. Oh, that's not dangerous at all. And I want to come over here first, and let's grab some mulberry wood, because this will come in handy later. Oh, that's fascinating. That is really loud. That is very, very loud. That's interesting that the block actually has to be... Or, can I throw it at it? No. That is fascinating. That's really quick, though. Like, I was not expecting it to process this quickly. Like, damn. And I don't really want to touch it, because I know that hurts. It hurts quite a bit. And that is... Oh, that is a block in my face. There we go. Okay, that's all of that, and we should be able to take the planks now and process those down into... Oh, and we can know what sawdust is now. Fantastic. That's no longer an unfamiliar item. There we go. Now, we can come over here. We can go back to our turntable. And we need a copper gear. We need 4 stone, a wooden axle, the gear for copper. Yeah, there we go. We got all we need. So we've got that. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll just do one of those. So we can now have a turntable. And I want to grab... Oh, I did a dumb. Oh, no, cool. I got some. Cool. So this will just have to come over here. Yeah. The dumb that I did was use all of my clay blocks making aqueducts. So, because now that we have the turntable, we do need a clay block, I believe. Not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain. That can go in there. And we can take these. We can axe out our saw. And we can place our turntable. Make myself a little... This should place... Oh yeah, and it just auto does it. Okay, and that's the fastest one. That's an unfired crucible. Unfired planter. Unfired vase. Unfamiliar item. That's an urn, I think. And then it just goes poof. Okay, so how do I make a bucket? Unfired clay barrel extension on top. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. So that will be our next item on the docket. Now, let's make our unfired clay barrel. Wait, no. That's a clay barrel extension. I'm so good at this. Unfired clay barrel can just go back in there. So that is actually a little nicer, and we can make a couple buckets. So now we can take our extensions and unfired clay bucket. There we go. Oh, nope. Okay, so let's just go ahead and empty hand this up to max speed so it makes this as quickly as possible. There we go. Whip up a few of these. So much easier than I thought it was going to be. I'll take that, though. I will gladly take that. We can take this over here, and it will slowly cook off my buckets. And down. Oh, yes. All of my smooth stone. That is... I have so much crap. As usual. And clay bucket. Woot. That is our bucket list done. So, that is all secondary things, now that I'm realizing the error of my ways. That's not going to age us up. What is going to age us up is getting into astral sorcery. So that is actually, I've got a lot of that already done. Which, the main thing that actually sent you out into the world to do is to find those mulberry trees. Which were not... They're kind of difficult, but they're basically just a yellow oak. I just don't recommend looking for them in like the autumnal forests because there's lots of actually just yellow oak trees. But it is specifically a mulberry tree. Now we can take blah, 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 this mulberry oak or this mulberry bark that we made using the saw, and this should make, yes, soaked mulberry bark, which is then dried and then crafted into sheets and then pressed into paper. So I'm going to do this for a little bit, process up my stuff, dry it so that you don't have to sit around and wait for me to do that. And then I will bring you guys right back. Alrighty guys, so the horse is done pressing the majority of my paper. So after drying, you create the mulberry, that makes mulberry pulp. 4 of those makes a sheet. Shove that in your presser. And as the horse does rounds, you will make washi. Then I can take this, combine it with my aquamarines at, I believe, yeah, 4-to-1. So I can make 3 bits of parchment. So much bark, so much time. 3 pieces of parchment. Lovely. Now the parchment I can use like so to make 1 astral tome. I don't need to waste my parchment like that. And we have another book. So I have discovery. Or not. Hover over one of the clusters and zoom in using the scroll wheel. Okay. Oh, fascinating. Okay, so luminous crafting table. Interact with starlight emitted by shrine crystal, which you name collector crystals. Da-da-da. Oh, no. I just need to make a crafting table then. There we go. Oh, then that's a Necronomicon thing. Okay. That will take me just a moment to get going. Got it. Okay. So, thing I want to do also then, while I'm at it, is I want to make a black quartz sword and turn that into a dagger of sacrifice. Then I should be able to sacrifice, you know, the countless buffalo herd over there. And I would like to be able to do that instead of, you know, pricking my own finger. So I need a couple black quartz and a stick. I should have plenty of sticks. There we go. Boop. And boop. Black quartz sword. And now I'm not entirely certain. I'll grab my sacrificial dagger just in case. Because I don't actually know how much is in my altar. It looks like a good amount, but it could also not be a good amount. So let's just go ahead and do that. Give it some juice to start it working. And we can place the sword in there. Now I'll also need to make slates, which I used all of my current slates. So I need some more stone. There we go. That should do it. I hope. Should be plenty. There we go. Sacrificial dagger. Or a dagger. Yeah. I can't use it on myself. So if I take this over here... I wonder what happens if I let these guys in. Then I'll whack them with it. Oh, it's an instant kill. Insta-gib. Ha ha ha. That's nice. Okay, good to know. I want my fence back, please. Thank you. So that'll definitely help. If they're within a range of the altar, it's just boom, did. What if I hit you? Nope. Otherwise, it only does half heart of damage. Lovely. Okay, let's... I might regret my decision here. Come on, guys. There we go. Make some room. Make some room. There you go. Out you go. Out you go. No, no, please. I want to seal you. Yeah, I'm regretting my decision. There we go. Got it. Ha. Success. And that gives me 4 or 5 buffalo to sacrifice. So let's go grab a lead. Hopefully I can lead buffalo. Yes, I can. Come here, little buffalo. Wham! I am a horrible human being. I enjoyed that way too much. Come here, little buffalo. Come here. Wham! I feel like I'm getting less drops, though. Which, you know, that's fine. Come here, buffalo. Yes, good buffalo. Wham! I don't know, maybe I'm getting a normal amount of drops. Buffalo? Come say hi to the blood altar. It has the blood of your friends in it. And yours will join them. I feel like I'm going to regret this. Wham! 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 Oh, that was so much more fun than it should have been. Where'd my wall go? It's a brand new day. Perfect for summoning a demon to do your bidding. Well, okay, more like harnessing the power of the old gods to do your bidding. So, I need aquamarine there. And I need 2 bits of marble there, and the 2 reinforced slates there and there. You have such faith in me. Oh, game. Okay, I need a crafting table. And I have planks on me. Haha. See, I was totally prepared for this. There we go. Boop. Necronomicon. Yes, yes, evil chanting. Evil chanting. Ooh la la. Make me a chair. Or a chair. Yay. Let's not have that. Let's crash the game and let's see if I need to cheat. No! Oh my gosh, that is super loud. Oh, Link to the Stars. Now, I do actually have a little place for this already. And I will gladly show it to you. It is over yonder. Little path, because I haven't gone up here a whole lot. Just kind of gone up here to get it started. Oh, look, and it's Shadowfax. And boop. I did the thing. And now we have Age 2. Locate Druid Circle, kill the Druids, use your talisman to create Swamp Talisman. Click the talisman on a placed sapling to create the large portal to the Betweenlands. So then I could go exploring. Create glass. A tinkerer. Oh yeah. Training with Cole. Ha ha ha. Ooh, enter the twilight. Push it real good. Oh man. That is a lot to do. All of it stemming. Oh, from this table, I'm assuming. The tier 3 blood magic altar caps can be made from sea lanterns or glowstone. Interesting. Oh, is that a compass? The stopwatch will display information on the player's motion. Biomalizer. Craft a depth meter to better monitor your Y level. And a compass. Better buckets. Interesting that it wants me to do that first. Huh. Slay them to obtain their ender dust. Joyous. Okay. Is that... Do I know what that tree is now? Like, there's some trees. I'll show you the trees. That, I have not been able to actually, like, know what they are. Now I'm in stage 2. It's like, can I know what this is? It's over... It's one of these. What is this? Nope. Still don't know what it is. Damn it, it's just a tree. Which means I don't know what the weird crystal thing is that I got out of one. Nope. Stage 4. Fantastic. Not there yet. But there we go, guys. Let's head up here and we'll go ahead and we'll call it a day. We have made it to stage 2, or well, age 2. And we shall and the sap farming. Oh, there's just so much stuff. Gold, iron, wool, paper. Oh my gosh, all the stuff. All of the stuff. Well, I hope you have all enjoyed tagging along on this little adventure of mine. It means the world to me, to have you tag along. So until next time, stay sharp, and I'll see you then.